Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeter, and I'm back with another review. This time I have MP-28 Cybertron Cavalier Hot Rodimus. And we're just gonna call him Hot Rod, so I want to throw up in my mouth. So yeah, you get Masterpiece Hot Rod. Here's the box that he comes in. Take a look at that box. Looks pretty good. Product shots in the front. Hot Rodimus, MP-28. On the side, you got a product shot vehicle mode. On top, get your transfer Masterpiece. Right there on the back, you got your standard product shots to telling you all the features that he does and what he can do and what he comes with. Inside of the product shot, other side, you got a robot mode product shot, and that is it for the packaging. And off it goes to the Phantom Zone. And the box, you got your Hot Rod figure right here. He looks very, very nice in vehicle mode, and that's about it though. But we'll get to that further on in the review. Vehicle mode looks very nice. Got some nice detail molded in there on the inside. No steering wheel, no seats, anything like that. But it looks pretty good. You got the nice wheels, the chrome or silver painted right there for the rims. Got his exhaust ports and stuff. I wish they were more pointed off right here to look more like the cartoon. Back looks pretty good. You got that robot kibble down right there. You can see it. It's visible. Fin, nice, good. It looks pretty good, man. One thing that's not accurate is that the flames are supposed to go all the way up here, but they did not do that due to the transformation, I believe. And I cannot get this portion to line up for some reason. It won't. It's like he's stuck on something. Might get some mold flash right there. I think so. But yeah. On the other side, you got his robot body right there. Get the little hole for the matrix, which is uncalled for, necessary. But his head comes flipped around the other way, so his visible face right here. But I flip mine around to look a little bit more clean. Get his legs right there. So there he goes. And also in the package, he got comes with his saw blade from the movie. Come with two pistols, very different from each other, and he comes with his fishing pole from that scene in the beginning of the movie when they were on Earth. Him and Daniel fishing, which they could have done without that. Comes with a collector's card. Mine came with two for some reason. In the back, stats there. Come to a little game piece thingy. And a little instruction sheet for your Autobot cars. Pretty typical. And you open it up. You got his stats in English. Strength is a 10, which I don't believe that. That's BS. Especially in Hot Rod mode. I mean, maybe in Rodimus Prime. But this is Hot Rod, not Rodimus Prime. So, and gotta tell you all he comes with and what he does with it and stuff. His accessories. And on the other side, the transformation. Standard instruction sheet for Masterpiece. Let's do some comparisons with him and other Autobot cars. You got him, you got Prowl. Just throwing tracks. See how they all stack up. I mean, I guess it's pretty accurate. Didn't really see him with other G1 or the season 1, season 2 cars and everything, since season 3 is more futuristic and this is a made-up imaginary car. So I guess it's in scale, vehicle mode wise. Looks like it. His tires are very tiny compared to these guys, so I'm not sure if it's in scale or not. But it looks like it. It looks like it. And just in case you're wondering, you want to put in a scale of your classics and see how it looks for that. And the big question, maybe, for some. And here he is with the MP-29 Rodimus Convoy in his Hot Rod mode. So you can see the big size difference in that. And to compare that also with an Autobot car, you see how this is like ridiculously huge, because this is meant to be Rodimus Prime, not Hot Rod anyway. I mean the box says Rodimus Convoy, so it's meant to be Rodimus Prime, but it has the gimmick to transform to Hot Rod if you wanted to. So yeah. Oh, before I drop this out, let's compare the two. Like I said, I got the flames going up to the top right there. Some differences. He has the detail right here. There's no detail right there. I don't know if that's accurate. Which one is accurate? But I like this one better because it's more clean. Doesn't have all this right there. So yeah. Headlights the same. This guy's more rounded and stuff. And I wish this guy was more rounded, and you'll see more about that in the robot mode. He got his exhaust pipes and his hot rods. It starts out further up front. This one starts out further back. I like how this one starts out back here, or up close up front and goes back. I don't know. I guess it'll make more sense to be back more because you want to burn your leg on the exhaust pipes trying to climb into the car. I guess this is probably more. And I was saying about the pointed off exhaust right there looks more accurate to the cartoon, and this one was like more rounded off. So, and check out the back side. You still got that robot kibble hanging down here compared to this one. So, a little bit more paint detail. Get the yellow right here. There's no yellow on this one. And this one seems being bigger. You got more little details going on the inside. This one got pretty much the same detail and stuff, but it's sitting up a little bit higher right here. You can see that or not. And you got a steering wheel right here, or half of one, or whatnot. And before we get into transformation, I want to address a common issue that's been going on with this, is whether or not this thing has any clearance when rolling. There's virtually no clearance whatsoever. I mean, this portion right here is pretty much this right here. This portion, you push it up as far as you can. It seems to drag on the ground. So I got a little lip right here on my table. So you're driving, you see it kind of drops down, and the front tires are not rolling really. And you hear it hitting that little lip right there. So the clearance on this kind of sucks. I mean, yeah, for as far as rolling goes. All right, let's go into transformation. I just want to point that out real quick. All right, first what you're going to do is go ahead and tab right there, right here. You're going to bring these portions right here, this down. It's going to be his arms. So you got to untab it from the canopy. There we go. Tab right there, bring this down like so. Same thing other side. Just untab it and you just bring it on down. It's going to bend it down to elbow right there. You go ahead and bring this out like that to untab this. Same thing other side, untab that. Next, what you're going to do is going to bring this collar portion up. Bring it up slightly so it's not set as untabbed from right there. And what you're going to do is going to flip. Well, make sure these portions right here are untabbed. Then you're going to flip this whole hood section around like so. Bring it down, and you bring it back down and get a little tab right here, slot right there, and slot it in. That's snug. Camera up. Next we're gonna flip this around engine piece down like so, like that. You're going to bring this engine block on the back, bring it down so that it's pretty much hitting against the front part. Go ahead and rotate the head around. That. Next, what we're going to do is going to uncording these arms out. So they're on double hinge. So you bring it out like so, like that, and down. Same thing other side. Out like that. Next, you're going to bring these collar bits, push them down, and they got the tabs on the side, very minor or very small. They will rest a little bit in there. They'll hold us more secure once we get everything transformed. So we bring it down for right now. Rotate these forward. Got these little panels on the side right here. Bring them back. All right, now bring your arms back around. Rotate your arms down. Do normal. Straighten your arms all the way out. You're going to rotate at the shoulder. So bring that, take that around like so. Same the other side, bring it around like so. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your forearms around or at the bicep. Bring it like that. Bring it like that. You're going to put your hands out, the panel right here. Flip this open. Flip this out, close the panel back up, hand done, same thing other side, panel, use the notch to flip it out, close it up, arms pretty much all partially done. Next, what you're going to do is untab this back section from the legs, or the legs from the back section. So pop it up, rotate it upwards like so. Next, what you're going to do is going to take these little brake or tail sections, brake lights, exhaust, whatever, bring them in like so. You'll untab it from here, this tab, and you're going to fold this in like that. Same thing other side, untab it, fold it in. Next, what we're going to do is going to bring the whole entire backpack up. And there's a tab right here. It's going to tab in right there. So make sure it's lined up. Make sure you get your collar good to go. Come on. There we go. Tab that in. I'm going to bring this portion down. Just going to rotate all the way down. There we go. We can tab that in better. Now we got that down. So bring this all the way down. And you got these two tabs, 1, 2, right here. It's going to tab into right here, 1, 2. So bring that down, push that in, tabbed. Now you bring your shoulders, and they're going to tab in 2 open spaces, 2 slots on his windshield on the side. So you got these 2 tabs right there. So you bring them back, and they should tab on in. So the other side, bring it back, tab on in. And you can bring these color sections back down, and it should stay put, as you can see. Better than it was before. Take his back fin, rotate it up. All right, now you're gonna split his legs. Lift this little crotch plate up right now, So open his back panel up. Let's see, there he goes. Bring it up right there. So this is about as far as it will go. And you're gonna pull the leg out of this cavity, you're gonna extend it. You probably gotta push down the bottom to untab it. Get it untabbed, and it's going to go all the way up. And it's going to be kind of weird because some of these bits got to pass by other bits for clearance. So you're gonna bring this up. You're gonna make sure you have this tab right here facing to the back, because it's gonna tab into right here. Then on the front side, you get this little tab right here on the front of the knee, or the back of the knee, and you got the front part of the knee right here. You got a slot. Make sure that slots into that portion right there. It's not gonna hold, but it just fits in that groove right there. Then you're gonna close this up. It's gonna tap in the back of the knee. It's gonna keep it. That's gonna help it keep it secure, like that. Bring down the foot and bring up the heel spur. Then you got one leg done. Same thing other side. So open that up. Make sure it's untapped right there. And I'm gonna try to bring this upwards. Slot right there. Close it up. Get in the back. Foot forward. Leg down. Straighten him out. As good as he'll get straightened. And there you have Hot Rod transformed in his robot mode. And I was gonna be straight with y'all. I don't like this thing at all. I mean, he looks good in some areas, but overall, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. And let's do some articulation real quick. Arms do go around 360. Gets a little hindered by the back, his fin on the back. Shoulders go out about like that much. Rotation at the bicep. Bends at the elbow. Got a double jointed elbow right there. Rotates at the wrist. Fingers semi-open and close. Got a little bit of wrist flex in and out, but that's just due to transformation. Shoulders can rotate a little bit like that, flex them in and out, but that's due to transformation also. Rotates at the waist. Has a ab crunch. Legs go forward. Move this plate right here and keep that thing. Go forward about that much, which is pretty good. Got a side skirt that goes out like so. He has a back skirt that goes up and goes back about that much. Has a upper thigh rotation or groin rotation. Bends at the knee, double jointed. Rotation at the knee. Ankle tilt. And foot goes forward and back. Well, so that's it for the articulation. Some of the special features that he does have: his visor. So you saw in the movie. Lookout Gorge or whatever. Lookout Mountain. To Daniel 2. So you open this up and you flip this visor out. Now be careful, because this is clear plastic and it's kind of tight. So flip it out, put it over his eyes, close the helmet back down, and there he goes. It looks okay. I wish it was a little bit darker. And put it back in, just up, push it back up, and close it up. So cool. And also he comes with his accessories, like I said, the saw blade. Flip his hand back in. He got his little post right here. Take his saw blade and you just peg it on in. Peg it on. So looks kind of huge compared to the movie. As far as I'm concerned, but I mean, it looks okay. I mean, it's still painted silver. Got the gray plastic right here. Nice molded detail, which is on bare minimum, but is nice nonetheless. So yeah. So just unpeg that. Flip his hand back out like so. He opened his hands up. Like I said before, he comes with 2 blasters. And his pegs on there like the standard masterpiece. And I think these are like toy homages because I never seen him with 2 guns in the animation. So whatever. Have him dual wielding blasters. He got the guns from his right here, which is pointy. I am glad they gave him the pointy exhaust ports right here that he fired out of in the movie. So yeah. And last but not least, let's go with the fishing pole. The most useless accessory ever in Transformers. Hope a lot of time was not wasted in research and development on this thing. So, he fits in his hand like so, and in the movie he sat down sort of like this. He's fishing with Daniel. I don't know. You can't get it 100% accurate like that. He's pretty much laying on. Oh, he's sitting on the rock, sitting like that. His knees bent, whatnot. More up towards his chest, but it's about far as up to his chest you want to get. But in the promo shot, like that, cross-legged, and they have his shoulders untabbed, which I think is kind of dumb to have to do. You got to untab his shoulders like that to give him the butterfly action. And there we go. He was sitting like that. He was like that in the promo shots, and that's what they're trying to sell us with. To get this toy, like, oh, he can do that, but he got unhinged his shoulders and stuff. He's sitting almost cross-legged. Oh yeah. So that's an option for you if you're into something like that. You can display them like that by your fish tank or something. Let's do some size comparisons. Here he is with Sideswipe. Here he is with Wheeljack. Here is another character from the season 3, Perceptor. And here he is with Optimus Prime. And one more thing, since we got Optimus Prime right here, he does have another feature which is totally uncalled for. I don't know why they even do this. He has a matrix chamber. And to do that, you untab his chest on this side and you open it up. You swing it back like this, I think. Yeah, it's a double hinge. So swing it open. Like so. And you take Optimus Prime's Matrix and you just, it's my first time doing this, so let's see if it can get fit in. And it just fits in like so. And you close it back up, his chest. Tab it closed and it fits right in. Gives him a little bit more weight, which he does not need. He just needs more bulk in these thighs right here. Let's get that leg day, baby. So yeah, he fits in. He can transform with this thing still in also. And let's take a look at the figure itself and see, that came on tab, and see what I like and don't like about it. I mean, the thing that I don't like about him is his proportions. His proportions look totally off. There are some things that look right or look good. Namely, his face sculpt looks very good. I like that. It is Hot Rod. One things that's pretty much it. That's where it stops. I do like the arm transformation. I had a did haul this right here to get the accurate window, the wheels on the outside like that. I do like that. I like his arms for the most part. I don't like this unsightly screw hole, which they would paint that yellow or something like that to make it blend in a little bit more. But that's about it. I mean, I wish they would have made him a little bit more in proportion. His legs are very skinny compared to his arms and the rest of his body. His torso is just very flat. You can see that. His huge backpack. I wish they could have used some of this extra plastic to work it into beefing up. I mean, not even beef up his legs. They didn't have to do that. I mean, they could have just made his legs bigger. I mean, because there was a lot of empty, pretty much some empty space undercarriage when he was in vehicle mode. They could have reworked this engineering to make him fill him out a little bit more, I believe. And yeah, the backpack is it's pretty big. Not only that it sticks out, okay, that's not a big, really very big concern, even though the backpack is big. But the thing about the backpack that's very wrong and shouldn't be there is all this stuff up here. Like, really? We got all this right here. Y'all couldn't add extra hinge to fold this down to cover this all up or something like that. I'm like, come on. Come on. And you thought Trax was bad with the backpack. This is, I think, way worse than Trax. Yeah, you can't see through this guy, really. I mean, you got a gap right there. You can see right through that. But, I mean, I'd rather have Trax's gappy stuff in his backpack than having all this extra junk sitting up top. And that's about it. I mean, like, the articulation on him, his articulation is wonderful. But it's just the figure itself does not look very good to me. And I wasn't going to get this. I tried to cancel my pre-order, but I could not cancel it. So I was pretty much stuck with getting it. And here he is with MP-29 Rodimus Convoy in his hot rod mode. And you can see he's terribly, well, MP-09 is very much larger because he's not in scale what a hot rod should be. MP Hot Rodimus, quote unquote, is in scale pretty much with the MP cars and how much scale he should be in. Yeah, you can see the differences between the two. You see, you got the black outline with the flames. Shoulders, not a lot of back kibble, but I guess, but MP-09, his backpack will not hold up. It's not even holding up right now. It's kind of like sitting there right now. The thing about MP-09 is it suffers from trying to be too many things instead of just one thing. I think if it just focused on just being one character and not trying to be two different characters and two different alt modes, it would have been a whole lot better figure. But compared to them, as far as how they look as a hot rod, just their appearances, I think this one, MP-09, pulls out the better hot rod, I feel. And everything. I mean, I wish they could have shrunk him down to this and gave it to me like a smaller version of this. Just brought him down the size. I don't know why they try to go too far out of the realm of what he's supposed to look like. They, I don't know. It's kind of, Masterpiece line so far recently has been looking like when the whole classics and stuff started to deteriorate and become more of a kid's toy with cheaper quality plastic, more hollowness and everything like that. It seems like the same thing is starting to happen to Masterpiece. The quality is going down on these figures. The same thing went down with classics and generations. You know, it's gone back up a little bit, but those days of that Transformers Prime, that was the end right there. Things started going to crap right after that first edition of Transformers Prime figures. And it seems like the same thing is happening right now with Masterpiece. It first started with, I want to say it started with Trax. And Ironhide was a pleasant surprise, but wasn't the quality that we were used to with Masterpiece still. Then we got this guy, and he's gone back down. He's fallen below the Ironhide past Trax, and he's like the worst Masterpiece figure that I have owned so far. The worst. Even worse than this guy right here. This is pretty much doesn't really do anything. He can't hold his weapons. His hands are skinny. The backpack falls down. His little visor keeps falling down his eyes and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, even though this dude, he looks good on the shelf, you don't touch him. But this guy does not look good on the shelf. He sticks out like a sore thumb. He looks pretty cheap to me. So I cannot recommend this guy at all. I do not recommend getting him at all. I know there's people out there who are Masterpiece purists. They gotta have Hasbro and that's it, Takara and that's it, and everything else third party is crap. But do not get this figure. Wait till Fans Toys is doing a hot rod of their own. It's not coming out this year. It might come out next year. If you're willing to wait to get a better product, go ahead and go for it. And I wouldn't even do this as a placeholder. I mean, save your money for something else. There's a bunch of other stuff come out this year. Don't even use it as a placeholder. And like I said, I would never had this guy, but they wouldn't let me cancel my pre-order at the store that I ordered from. It was an online retailer, so I was it's kind of stuck. That's my fault. I should have done my research and everything. I was back and forth from getting this thing, and I went ahead and got it and figured it won't be as bad as the pictures look, because Ironhide came out looking better than the pictures made them out to be. Not hoping that this one would too. Then I started getting in-hand pictures and stuff, like other people and stuff. Like, goodness gracious, it looks the same as the official pictures. So I was like trying to abort the mission, but it wouldn't let me abort the mission. I was stuck. All right, I think that's about it. And thank y'all for joining me on this little adventure. I wasn't trying to bash this thing too hard. I was trying to get a fair, honest review. All right, y'all, this has been me, Jeter. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.